Okay, open your book to page 245. Today's lesson is on the exponents. And so let's go over some examples and the properties. So on page 245, the blue box is the power rule. So when you have an x to the a to the b, so when you have exponent of an exponent, you multiply the exponent. So this becomes x to the a times b. So example, so if you look at example 1a, you have an x to the 5 to the 4, so this will equal to x to the 20. So make sure you know the difference between the power rule and the product rule. Make sure you know the difference between the two. Okay. So example b, you have z to the 8 to the 4 is equal to z to the 32. So make sure you know the difference again. So for example, if you have product rule, if I have x squared times x to the 3, this is the product rule. So this one you add. So this will give you x to the 5. Because this means xx and xxx. So that's the reason that this is equal to x to the 5. But when you have x squared to the 3, this is equal to x to the 6. So you need to know the difference between the two. Because this means x squared times x squared times x squared. So you got 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's why it's x to the 6. So you can make sure you know the difference between the two. So this one is multiplication, so you use the product rule. This is the exponents of exponents, so you use the power rule. So let's go to example 2. Example 2a, you have xy to the 5th power. So now you have more than one factor, so you have to use the power rule for each one of these. So you just apply it. So this would be x to the 5, and this one will give you y to the 5. Okay. So you just multiply. Again, when there's no number means it's 1. So there's a 1 over here, there's a 1 over here. So 1 times 5 give you 5. 1 times 5 give you the 5. Okay. Now let's go to b. You have 2x to the 3 power. So again, you apply each part. So 2 to the 3 power is 8. X to the 3 power is x to the 3. Okay, and that would be your answer. So you need to just apply the power rule to each part. Okay, let's go to example 3. 3a. You want to evaluate. Evaluate means come up with a value. So you have 5 times negative 2 squared. So first you need to apply the power rule to this first. So this is same as 5 times 4. Right? Negative squared is positive. 2 squared is 4. So this becomes 5 times 4. So you need to apply the power rule first. Okay? Then after that you apply the multiplication. Right? So you need to know your order of operation. So this is equal to 20. And that's it. Now make sure you know the difference between these and the next one. So part B, you have negative 2 times 5 squared. So again, you need to apply the power rule first. Go and square this first. So you got negative 2 times 25. And so this becomes negative 50. And that's it. Now let's go to part C. You have negative 2 times 5 squared. So you need to work out the parentheses first. Right? You have to do the grouping first before you do the exponents. So do the grouping first. So this will be negative 10. So you need to know your order of operation. Right? Again, you have to do the grouping first. Then after that, you go and square that. You get 100. Okay, and that's it. So make sure you know how to use the power rule. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.